Hey everyone, we're continuing our Adventure Tactics campaign part 3, and we have had, from the last video anyway, a success plus. And we have success. You escape the clutches of the goblins and wraiths. You are far enough ahead where you can either proceed to the capital city of Berenion or circle back to Severance. All heroes advance one level. And I'll go over the heroes in a bit because I have basically advanced them all to expert classes, I think. Then we'll receive the Child of Destiny. So we have that right here. We have the following loot, and you draw these at random, and this is what I got. I got Wraith Ring, Goblin Leathers, and a Wraith Blade. And I have given them to Roberta, given them all to Roberta. And the Hustle perk I have given to the mage. Suddenly can't remember his name. Elwyn. So we have options right now. We can travel to the capital, or we can rest and investigate. And we don't need to rest and investigate. We've got no gold or anything to spend. So we're just going to travel straight to the capital. And we do that right here. The blistering sun beats down on you as you travel the main road to Berenion, the capital city of Coivale. Draw a card from Party Random Encounters, so we'll do that right now. So I shuffled them up, and this is what we drew. Visions of the future. Each member of your party has vivid dreams during the night. You struggle to remember the sequence of events, but it seems as if you all shared a dream of a freckled baby with crimson hair being held aloft by a beautiful elven noble. So receive Jinx from story perks and move this card to supply random encounters. So this is what we've got. Whenever an enemy rolls to deal damage, you must re-roll one or all of the damage dice, your choice. So it's an interesting perk right there. Anyway, we move on to arriving at the capital. Berenion is a bustling metropolis where the streets are crowded and filled with a cacophony of consistent chatter. It's a polarizing experience to members of your party, not all of whom have been here before. So again, we go draw a card from the Random Encounters deck. So we have found Tempting Target, Nighttime Ambush. Bandits have targeted your wagon but failed to realize it's not being defended by simple merchants. Each hero rolls a number of white dice equal to their total levels in all classes. Look at the result. So just want to look at what that means. So total white dice equal to their total levels in all classes. So I think we're on level 3. So does that mean each hero rolls 3 white dice basically? So let's roll some dice, shall we? We'll have Roberta first. So she's safe. Then we'll have Elwyn. So he's safe. Olette, safe. Tolban, once fell on the floor, but it doesn't matter, he's safe. Then we have Quill left, and Quill is safe. So basically that card just goes away. Then we have 2 options. If the heroes have the decrypted note, we can either visit House Griffin or we can investigate the sewers. So that's what the sewer key's for, I would say. So we are going to go and visit House Griffin. The seal belongs to House Griffin. Go to number 8 on page 14. So we visit House Griffin. You arrive at the stately manor of the powerful Griffin house. A distinguished butler answers the door and leads you into the sitting room. After a long wait, a powerfully built man in a suit of gilded armour enters and introduces himself as High Lord Ventis, Lord of House Griffin. If the heroes have decrypted the note, we can show Lord Ventis the note, and that's what we're going to do. Can he explain it? Go to page 9. Go to 9 on page 14. So here we are. Show Lord Ventis the note. If the heroes have the Child of Destiny or Signet Ring, it's time to confront Lord Ventis. And we do have the Child of Destiny, so that's fine. Lord Ventis reads the note and immediately furrows his brow. He casually throws the note into the fireplace and asks you to immediately leave the premises. The heroes lose the decrypted note. Add it to the market. Choose an option, Confront Lord Ventis. Now you know his secret, go to number 10 on page 15. And that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to confront him. So we confront Lord Ventis. If the heroes are not at least character level 3, you must retreat. But we're character level 3. So with agility that belies his age and frame, High Lord Ventis vaults over his desk and grabs his polearm over the mantle. Without hesitation, he leaps out of the window onto the courtyard below. He lets out a loud whistle, and you hear the unmistakable sound of the beating of mighty wings. And we have to, for our objective, defeat Lord Ventis and defeat both Griffin matriarchs. And they have 55 health each. He has 125 health. Wow. And he gets a boatload of stuff to do also. This one's going to be difficult, I think, but that is what we are doing, and that is where we are. So, before we start, I just want to show off the heroes quickly, and what we've done as they're all level 3. So, we've gone for Barbarian, Necromancer, Ranger, Assassin, and a Paladin so far. So, I've got all the stats for those, and managed to get them up to that level when we hit level 3, and we might go more advanced with them, like they might not stay as these classes as we develop into other ones, but for now they have these sort of stats, and the leveling up system is quite good. Imagine it like a job system, like on Final Fantasy V, for instance, where you can basically be anything you like. That's what it sort of is, and that's what we've gone for. So we got a high DPS, we got a high tank, we got great range slash extra bodies, and then someone who can get in close and stab from behind whilst an assistant, basically. That's what we've gone for so far. I do feel range is strong in this game though, so I might want to go more towards the range route, but that's for extra level ups. So here's what the board looks like when it's set up. And this here is the initiative order, with the enemy getting 2 goes first. They use sweeping strikes, but can't hit nothing, so they just move closer. Next, Ventis moves forward and leaping dives Elwyn and Alette, doing 5 and 2 damage. He then creates obstacles all around him. Elwyn then decides to teleport, swapping places with Quill, summons a skeleton, and they both basic attack the Griffin, causing 13 damage. Talbin does 2 dagger throws to Ventis, causing 13 damage. Quill does 2 basic attacks and causes 10 damage. Roberta moves towards the Griffin and does a mighty strike, also using her adrenaline dice and wraithblade dice, causing 15 damage. Lastly, Alette uses 2 basic attacks on the Griffin, causing 17 damage. At the end of the round, here's the damage the enemy has taken. My guys seem to be good in a scrap. They just core move very fast. But anyway, here is the next initiative lineup. So Talbin is up first, and he moves to the Griffin and does a basic attack, causing 13 damage. Elwyn is up next, and he does 2 basic attacks on the Griffin along with his skeleton, causing 15 damage and leaving it with 10 health. So if we can knock that out this round, it would be great. During the enemy turn, the Griffin did 3 damage to the skeleton, who has 1 health left, and 2 to Roberta. They then fly away, leaving Ventis to hit Quill. Quill does a rock toss, sending Ventis backwards before moving away. I realised at this point cover stops him from taking damage, so we can't stand toe to toe with him there, so I recovered 5 of his previous damage and also moved Roberta, who could do it for free with her armour last time she took damage. Alette does a basic move and attack, but it does nothing to Ventis. The enemy Griffins both attack Roberta, one flying away again, but the other has to remain, doing 6 damage to her. Ventis then takes out the skeleton, with Roberta moving towards Griffin 1 because of the armour ability. During Roberta's turn, I realised I messed up the class feature abilities. I thought you could use them any time, but they take up an action. Oops. Anyway, Roberta uses a mighty strike on Griffin 1, causing 9 damage, and a rock toss on Griffin 2 causes 2 damage. With that ending the round and the enemy health looking like this. With this being the new initiative, Alette scouting ahead 1. Elwin goes first, blasting a fireball, which blows away all the obstacles, and with his basic attack does 12 damage to Ventis. Roberta does a basic attack to Griffin 1, causing 9 damage and leaving it with 9 health, before charging away. He could have took out the Griffin, but the idea of shanking Ventis was too strong for Tolbin, so he caused 10 damage. Quill found herself with no attacks, so healed Roberta for 4, and then moved towards Ventis. Alette did a barrage, killing one of the Griffins and doing 16 damage to Ventis, before doing another basic attack on Ventis and doing 7 damage. So the enemy carpet bombs, which is lengthy to describe, but basically Roberta took 5 damage and moved, Quill took 4, and Alette took 5. Ventis then does a Lancer attack on Quill, but because of her armour, her head only takes 4 damage. She's a great little tank, but I hate the 5 obstacles he's got again. The round ends anyway, and here is the boss's health. The other Griffin isn't long for this world, but soon Ventis is going to become tougher. Regardless, here's the next initiative step. Because of kids around me, I ended up accidentally doing Roberta's turn first, rolling a great 10 damage to kill the last Griffin before rock tossing Ventis, doing no damage but pushing him away from cover. So during Tolbin's actual turn, he moves and attacks for 8 damage because of the 2 cover. Alette heals 5 damage and then quick shots Ventis, causing 15 damage. Ventis then does a leaping dive on Tolbin, causing 7 damage, of which Quill prevents 5, thanks to Divine Shield. Elwin moves up and fireballs the wall behind Ventis, blowing out the rubble and removing 9 damage from him, leaving him with 30 health. Quinn heals Tolbin for 3, hits Ventis for 4, and then moves with a passive ability. Ventis then carpet bombs, which means he just leaping strikes Quill, doing only 3 damage, but he's got protection again. So at the end of the round, Ventis has 26 health remaining, so we just need to lay the pain on now, with this being the new initiative step. Alette has no attacks left, so just moves twice. Elwin managed to get a fireball off the reshuffle, but it couldn't be massively effective, causing only 5 damage, with Ventis still getting 3 cover. We need to just swarm him now, I think, to try and block the rocks from spawning, but his basic attack also only does 5 damage. Roberta then just moves twice towards Ventis. Ventis leaping dives again at Quill, causing only 4 damage, but that cover help is annoying. Tolbin causes 6 damage to Ventis after cover help, and then moves away. Ventis has 10 health remaining, but I don't think I can do any more this round, as Quill has no attacks. All she can do is heal herself for 8. Ventis then does 7 damage to Quill and turns rubble to walls. So this is Ventis' damage. As you can see, he has 10 health remaining. And this is the initiative. Hopefully he goes down this turn. And I didn't have to wait long, as Alette did a volley, removing the cover and nearly killing both Quill and Roberta, before doing a quick double shot on Ventis to take him down once and for all. So long as this video does well, we will catch up on the aftermath next time. It needs to get over 50 views for the series to continue, but if you do want to support the channel, please press that like button, and why not watch this recommended video. Thanks for watching.